Rio de Janeiro, just 6 months after they're making quite a deep run on home soil.
Yeah, indeed. Some nice memories in this place right here, right now. Let's see if they can keep those memories flowing. A positive variety with a win over FaZe. You heard from James when they interviewed. It's been 2 years since they've been able to topple this Titan.
I bloody love a little bit of FaZe action as well. Smokes are up. They're going to be locked out. Rain does have an opportunity on that first, and he's going to surely be, overrun by those Glocks. So CT open for business, drop to take the space, bomb to be planted, and a successful A take. Those smokes have really achieved everything they needed. 2 CT is the call. And FaZe trying to work this one back out. They've got themselves an incendiary and a flash on Karrigan.
Yeah, Karrigan's going to flash here for this fight over towards the ticket booth position. That's if the fight doesn't come first.
Seeing what they can get for free. Here it comes. Bait. And, oh, they were blind, but it doesn't matter. FURIA just flattened them on the double peak, and just like that, a perfect pistol.
Yeah, all 5 staying alive. That is fantastic work right there. Didn't have to work too hard for it in terms of being a clutch or coming down to the wire. So that's a great way for things to kick the series off for FURIA here on their map choice. And of course, we're going to see FaZe bite back with a force buy of their own. But this is where we really get to see if FaZe have been now released of the stress, right? Because you win ESL Pro League, you get yourself into a Grand Slam, which was quite a laboured into
and a relief. We saw them on the sofa afterwards, mate.
Precisely.
Yeah, those human beings were happy.
But then you go straight into the RMRs where you don't make it through on the first crack. You have to go down to the last chance qualifier, and then your final demon is Cloud9 again. Who sure you toppled once, but you had to do it in the highest pressure situation.
Twistzz on a scout. He's hit the headshot. yuurih immediate from behind. Short open now, and they're going to be pincering in. Need one. Karrigan well played on the MP9. Safe into the site. ropz knocks the head off of yuurih. Those scouts have worked, and this force from FaZe is getting interesting.
Just Rain here, though. ropz is still rotating
He's in trouble. He's surely going to go down. That smoke really reveals where he is, but now he's added a second to the mix. It might buy time. He's doing everything he can as ropz is coming in from short. There he goes. Good catch, good patience. Now the bomb can go down. Oh, the scout would be great. Just got the fingertips, sticky fingers. And now it's safe. Doesn't really need to, but at some point he is going to have a little glance on bench, and that will be ropz's window, ropz's opportunity.
They both look at this direction somewhat.
KSGO, the more inquisitive of the two. If he gets into kitchen, which it looks like he's just not needed, backing away, converts it. It was a threatening second round out of FaZe, but that's FURIA with the conversion, sweat off the brow, all good in the hood.
And pressure towards the B-bomb side there, right? Is that something we're going to see a little bit more of the themes of, trying to pressure the in-game leader here? Karrigan, you can see the man in the center of your screen. It's crazy that Twistzz gets a shot off there before going down, but some good trading on their way into the side. As you mentioned, very sketchy stuff, but safe with the double up. Handy work, and Rain, unfortunately for him, backpedals into KSGO, who is the absolute monster. And he'll need to be on his favorite form, which is beast mode.
Yeah.
And he's going to need some help from the rest of his teammates here if FURIA want to get this one done today. But again, pressure towards the B-bomb site. Art's going to be leading the charge here against this. Well, it's not a full eco, but it's definitely not an armor bite. It's just some light pistol upgrades and deagles, as Karrigan will call out this B hit.
Just shy of his first shot. Whistle past the ear of drop. And already nice and comfortable into the site. Roki, one back. That's Art. Moves him over the Mac 10. Nothing really to be concerned about. See what else they can find on him. Ooh, actually hits that one shot. Rain, cheeky boy on that P250. No conversions off the back of that damage, but we are going to be seeing that 3-0 start. And I mean, in terms of having a series, I know I'm being very selfish here, but in terms of a competitive and entertaining series for FURIA, this is exactly what we wanted to see. We wanted to see convincing calls. They've already started to bully B, so they're conditioning onto Karrigan, but also this is just their map pick. It has to look competitive up against FaZe Clan. No doubt a favorite. The desk has already discussed that, but KSGO does need help.
Yeah, and going into Nuke in that second map as well, that's not out of the question for FURIA, right? It's a map that they have been figured out on, but it is still a map that they somewhat like. So it's an interesting affair here for the second. And speaking of second, we have a secondary stream. Twitch.tv/ESL_CSGO-B, where you can head over to the YouTubes as well. But we have NIP taking on 9 for elimination, and that's going down for Group A. Winner of that will be taking on the winner of Heroic Mongols for the final spot in the playoffs for Group A. But let's turn our attention right now to the first gun round. And this presence right now from FaZe is very mid-heavy. You can see this is told by Rain, who is the A-anchor's position playing on the stairs. So it's somewhat of a retake A setup, and guess what? The execute is coming his way.
Full AX sec. It's going to be interesting to see how FaZe handle this. You can already see the cavalry here. ropz, Brokey, Rain, all within spitting distance of that A-bomb site. Nothing perfect smoke. Normally something you can exploit there. And Rain still unloads his mag. Just speculative spray, some chip damage. Drop responsible to defend the plant. And nicely done. Just in time. yuurih down though. Nice catch from Rain. Will opt for the reload as FaZe have an advantage on the way back in.
Oh, okay. Broky's just thrown a smoke towards Palace from spawn right now. So they're already setting up for this retake here. Just seen that one plume. Nice. Drop with a defensive molly. They have to disrespect this, pushing through. Karrigan's found another. Yeah,
this gets awkward real quick. Unsandwiches Art, safe around the world, and he's going to have to do a lot. It's not planted for him. Karrigan already finding all the frags. This is a perfect retake from FaZe. Look at that. Oh, it doesn't get better. You know, in terms of your drills, in terms of your scrims, you are going to want to be practicing rounds like that, where you give up the A site, you have 5 alive, and you have to get back in.
But that's what happens when you execute quite early on in the round like that. The CT still will have utility. And I was fortunate that on my screen, I was still on Broky's POV because I see him immediately rotate outside of the window, go back over towards the market, and throw that smoke towards Palace. So they're already setting up some of these choke points to be removed before they've even started getting back in towards the site. A great reaction there with the Extinguish going straight for that fight. You saw that catch drop off guard. Everybody doing what they needed to here to take the first round away from FURIA, but there's still plenty of cash available for a follow-up buy. So the AWP in the hands are safe. Let's see if he can find a toe-to-toe battle with Broky on the other side, as they will. I'll get the boost ready. Woo! That's a big pick. Nice shot there from Safe.
Huge opening, especially when battling for economic control. Early days here, map 1. Smoke is out, and looks like the whole defense in mid. Look at this. Look how many bodies from FaZe 1 mid. There's 4 within just a couple of meters of each other.
Twistzz might be in trouble here in a moment's time, though.
Who's going to bail him out?
Himself?
Yeah, it's going to have to be. And you can see the Reese molly drawing attention elsewhere towards connector. 1 and done. Art will trade. Karrigan oversteps the line and loses his life.
Oh, mouse wheel!
The scroll wheel catches him out, and that does lead to a 1v3. Should be. Across the line for FURIA. They've got drop call and be clear. They know the AWP likely going to be lingering around the middle area.
Oh, he's been drawn to the wrong bomb site here, hasn't he? KSRado and Art have just walked straight in towards the A site. Art will continue to take some space. Drop also mentioning that nobody's home, so scratching their head on exactly where this AWP for FaZe could have gotten off to. But that's not going to change the outcome of this one. 4-1, the score will read, and Broky just looking for the save.
Hold on to what he's got.
Yeah, good start, though, from FURIA, right? And I like the fact that Safe got that pick. I heard from Peacemaker on the desk there highlighting that Safe and Art were having good performances yesterday, which is very true and very astute in the sense that it can't just be the combo that you and I love of yuurih and KSGO. These other elements, yeah, you see it again there, the mouse wheel. I feel that frustration. We've all felt that pain before, haven't we? And yeah, it is going to need to be a team effort here from FURIA today. And I just worry as well for somebody like Drop. You know, I know that he has his contributions as far as the team elements go, but it's very few and far between that he ever has impact as far as the scoreboard is concerned. So if Drop is playing well, you have the win conditions. You have to be converting that game if you're FURIA, if even Drop's being able to find some kills on that scoreboard.
Well, the conversation you were having with me just in our first series of the day, MIBR, of course, making that one quick.
Yes.
And handle vitality, whichever you want to frame it. But what the conversation was, having to have 4 now, you know, and if Safe's on, KSGO and yuurih we can expect, you are going to look at, Drop to be doing more of that heavy lifting up against FaZe. I mean, we know FaZe are going to be having those pistons firing.
Yeah, and with double AWPs here. So this is very early to be bringing it out. ropz has found the secondary here, and he's actually taken it towards Palace early. So this is going to give them a little bit more space on A. It means that Rain can focus his attention a little bit more towards Connector as well as the ramp position, and you can see where he's playing currently out of sight of Connector if there is a creep and a crawl, but this is a slow approach here from FURIA, who do have top mid control. Now Karrigan will be limping out a smoke towards the connected position, and this will slow down the pace that FURIA can take for their mid-finish, right? You get a little bit scared when you see a smoke like this. It also makes it harder for the underpass player to come up, and in this round, there isn't even an underpass player to deal with. So FURIA might be well positioned for this. A connector smoke will be deployed there from Safe, and they're rotating back for what should be an A split. Now, if nobody comes through Palace, ropz's AWP, it doesn't become useless, it just becomes a whole lot more difficult.
Yeah, we love a bit of combat AWPing. I'm sure ropz has got the mechanics required. But this is diligent stuff, and Twistzz. Oh, that's a lovely conversion. KSGO set up by Drop with the flash, clears out ladder, and now they can start to clamp down on this A site. But Rain, a pillar and an anchor on this A-bomb site, but still he has the help of Karrigan. Karrigan, in fact, with the multi-kill. ropz's AWP did manage to find one, despite being so committed, now safe in a 1v2 that he has to get across the AWP line. Broky should have him, and does. with a nice find in the end. But yeah, that little bit of a flurry, that chaos that FURIA like to manufacture, it was there. But I think that multi-kill, Karrigan finding 2, Rain all good for 1. It just was too much for them. The numbers did not add up.
Yeah, good stuff from ropz to get 1 from there as well. But they won't retain the double op setup. They will just carry through with 1, which is, you know, you can understand some of these decisions here. Keep your opponent guessing. And well, speaking of guessing, FURIA are going to keep us guessing. They have bought. It's hodgepodge, 2 AKs, an AWP, a MAC-10 for Art, and a Deagle for yuurih. The lack of util is, a double top mid smoke. And as I say, lack of util, that is actually vital resources to be blowing so early. This could be a bit of a pivot round right here as far as this match is concerned in the early stages. If FaZe win this, we will have to see a FURIA eco unless they save a gun or maybe get that bomb down. So let's see how close the Brazilians can keep it, and that's a great shot from Safe. Karrigan jumps to his demise. A leap of faith, no more.
Yeah, and he gets the info, gets the presence. He's making them feel there's a lot more going on here at B than there actually is. Smoke off, trying to contain them. ropz in support. That's a great nade as well. Art now, limbs hanging off. And he's still finding shots. Rob's gone.
Okay, well, B, they're in, and the bomb's going to rotate all the way back here. And because there was so much presence over towards A ramp, where Rain just got flushed out of his aggressive maneuver, nobody's going to hedge towards that B bomb site. Rain tucks in towards Palace. Twistzz, you can see his position. Thank you very much, Rushley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Brokey's AWP is completely out of the play. And, well, this round is over.
Brilliant. I mean, just as you were highlighting, this is the kind of round that FURIA would have needed. And that's twice off the back of a safe catch with that AWP here on the T side.
Very true, right? The fact that he's finding openings like that, and even better, it allows Art to then take the space off the opening
What a
pick.
gift. It's a gift for him.
Yeah, as opposed to Art having to be the brick through the window. The window's already broken. Now he can just do the snatch and grab, come on in and get a kill of his own. It's nice when you're doing some crime with some friends. No.
Partners in crime.
Yeah. in a movie sense,
yes.
right?
Yeah,
For entertainment.
like a heist movie.
Yeah. Don't do crime.
Crime is bad.
Now, I understand that's a blanket statement,
yeah.
and may vary on where you live or what the necessary
context,
crime is.
And, you know, petty theft is technically a crime. You know, I don't think a dude stealing a Pritt stick from Ryman's is the same as, you know, I don't know, taking someone's life. You know, there's a difference.
Or putting a rope around an ATM and pulling out the wall with a truck.
All of those.
Yeah.
Nuance required.
Sure.
For discussion, but certainly Counter-Strike is good though. We'll go back on track as the timeout's been called. We'll put our spades down as we dig ourselves deeper, and you can see Gary's actually getting on the mic as well. He's had the opportunity, of course, courtesy of
What do you think
FaZe.
of the stance though?
It's a power stance. You know,
he's got a pen in one hand.
There's a lot. I can see a lot of ink on that notepad. You can see just a little bit through the pages. It's a war-torn notebook. And Robban, he often opts for the no notebook strategy. He likes to just furrow his brow and cross his arms.
I do like the stern Robban look.
Yes.
It's actually his signature.
It was very nice to see him smiling at the win of the Grand Slam, the Intel Grand Slam. You know, it's like, oh, well, I feel like I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah. Okay, well, the timeout has subsided, and we won't see any upgrades behind the saves, at least of note, as FaZe are going to take this one somewhat conservatively. Let's see if Brokey can manufacture an opening here, because keep it simple, stupid method from FURIA. Hey, guys, let's just execute A. What's the AWP going to do if there's smokes, flashes, and Molotovs everywhere?
That's the question. And, well, the wide open A site is going to, fortunately, have Brokey occupy. Ooh, look at this gap. Think he's ready for that? Art's in. Bomb 2. Could still go wrong if Brokey hits the first, and that was the bomb. yuurih, where are you going? Looking for trouble. And there's more. They're trying to hold on the bomb. Swarm in. Rain caught as he tries to close the gap, but Brokey still has that zoom banger, and he's... Oh, God, it doesn't matter if he's flashed. Racks up another onto Art. Queserato trying to save him. A missed shot now. He does catch some heavy damage, put just to 4 HP, and forced to reposition, but that bomb being lost, they're scrambling now to try and find a new way in. That Deagle shot could have been it, but ropz unable to find, and so it puts it all onto Twistzz as the frags and the intensity should calm down for a moment.
Oh, they don't expect him here.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard shot to hit. Oh, God, Twistzz. Not to be written out of anything, just the Deagle. Good flash for the bomb retrieval. And they're across, still. One bullet could end it. Will it be Queserato? He's happy to take the fight. Yeah, he's not going to play scared. He had the most health in the 3 players alive there, but that's 6 on the board on this T start. And you can see Gary, he's trying to keep this momentum, put it in a bottle, because FURIA, how many times, Chad, have we seen these out of the gates, really exciting? We're sitting there going, oh my God, FURIAing. If it was a verb. I don't know how.
Well, no, right now, FURIA are FURIA.
Yes, they are FURIA.
Yeah, this is great.
FaZe are getting FURIA.
And they are really controlling the tempo and the pace of this game. And when FaZe were safe, found the opening pick onto Rain, who was rotating through, right? So that's what kind of took the wind out of those sails. And now more pace. yuurih gravitating quickly straight under the window. Nobody at home. The aggressive hijinks of ropz and Twistzz. They love that play. Well, no chance this time round as connector. That's all theirs.
And the CTs have got very little to work with in the utility department. You can see basically everyone's just got their favorite nade, apart from Brokey with a bit more on the belt, but he could lose it all on that gap. Just the flames and the smoke attached to them, just obscuring his cross.
It's a lot of room here for FURIA to have early. And you can see FaZe coming into this round, they're a little bit hamstrung in terms of some of their utils. So they've opted for quite a heavy A ramp approach with Rain and ropz. Twistzz and Carrigan still quite burrowed down on B, which does put a whole lot of pressure on Brokey to worry about window, connector, and the boost. So they kept that tower in play for quite a long time there. I'd say 20 seconds or more on that stack. And it profited. Another opening pick. This is great. And some smooth moves there from Art.
Twistzz on the B anchor. Carrigan going to try and fill that mid gap in the meantime. So this is going to be a lot of work for the Canadian. It's going to have to be 2. What have you got? yuurih dead immediately, but this is the case. Arato swing down and does manage to get his boots on the ground in time. Another round, and those openings, I mean, they are starting to become a recurring theme. FaZe, we were asking questions of them after having so much hard work to get themselves to Paris, as to whether or not they could immediately get on the plane, get to Rio, and keep hold of this growing momentum. I think we heard from Twistzz in the interview, just talking about, I mean, there's no denying we're on the upswing, but I don't think he's desperate to be looking in championship form.
Precisely, right? Yeah, and this is the thing. The upswing, it's so difficult for them because they had to work so hard to get the goal that was in front of them in Intel Grand Slam. And that was a goal that nobody else at that exact time could achieve. It was only FaZe.
Yeah.
They were the only ones in that pole position, and that was what they were focusing on, right? And they were able to pull that off. But now they need to reset. But you're so exhausted from just achieving that goal, you need to focus on the next goal, which everybody is gunning for. And that is the most difficult task that they have ahead of them right now. And, well, in this game, not giving up the opening death, that's apparently quite a difficult task as well. You brought it up a moment ago. They've found 3 opening picks on the CT side in the 9 rounds of play, which means 6 have gone in favor of FURIA, who are doing a great job of manufacturing that. And Art's found a couple, Safe's found a couple. This is really good signs that the 2 of them are finding the opening picks.
Yeah, really promising signs. And a conservative buy, trying to keep it around 2K in the coffer.
This would be the type of round that would be a bit of a classic one for FaZe to get the momentum back their way. You know, someone gets a crazy 3K and then you're back in it and the confidence is there and they're firing each other up.
And how do they usually start, Jad, when FaZe have limited resources and up against a full buy and they've been losing rounds consistently? Sometimes it's players like ropz.
Barrel spotted.
Yeah, he is surely going to be a dead man on the prefire.
Drop's talking so much.
Yeah, ropz safe, but it's not guaranteed, and that's the isolation.
Another opening death. Not to ropz, but to FaZe.
Yeah. Brokey. Oh, yo, banged his head on the way out. That's probably more like a medium rare sit. Rain. Oh my God, he's nearly got the second on that as well. Drop.
Good round for Drop, and an important round, right? I was talking about him having to find impact, and he's keeping up with the team. 7 kills, 3 deaths, good stuff so far. He's a player who, in a lot of games, I just see these really odd and quizzical decisions, and it can't be conversation that he's just a youngster anymore. He's been playing top-level Counter-Strike for a long time now.
Right. Hang on. It's all fine. But in regards to that, in regards to Drop as well, you know, it feels like, obviously it's on entirely a case-by-case basis, but for the players themselves, once you're playing that much of super high-level Counter-Strike, you either hit like a ceiling of your like depth of understanding, and your mechanics are going to be taking a much slower growth. So if you're not expanding your understanding of the win conditions and your mistakes and being able to acknowledge what your team needs from you and what your team needs from them, If it kind of stops and slows down, your mechanics aren't going to be getting much better, so you stop getting much better.
Yeah, it's just a hard balance. And as well, if he's not outputting in ways that they wanted, then they're going to put him in positions where then maybe they're going to get less and less out of him, which then puts more pressure on everybody else.
Exponentially gets worse and worse.
It does become a bit of an issue in that regard, but this is really positive signs right now for FURIA. If the 6-round advantage that they have at this moment isn't speaking wonders, the fact that FaZe have taken their second timeout and going into another bye, and Garrigan's hit the emergency button for some of the boomers out there, which is called the Org. So let's see how he fancies that one, as it looks like a mid-control round might be coming out to play. Twistzz with the jump up onto the bricks will make his way in towards the window, the short room, sorry, the vent room.
Okay, yeah, yuurih, I can't believe he didn't take a lick of damage in that exchange. And ropz has been caught out as well.
Another one.
Fortunately, this one doesn't get quite as out of control. Twistzz immediately finding one back into mid onto Art.
It's rowdy in here, sorry mate.
Getting a little
rowdy. Slightly distracted.
No stress. They were giving us a double thumbs up.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you interpreted that. They're having fun by the sounds of things. And so is that angle grinder.
Garrigan, that Org has unfortunately... Oh, yeah, lost his opportunity. Another big one out of drop. 9 frags and counting. Trying to bait the shot out of broky. Does so very well, proficiently. Kserato needs help now. ropz turn to swing. Still all for FURIA in the feed. Kserato has provided one, but broky looking for the 1v4. They have to pick up the bomb. He was on top of it. Breaks the smoke and starts to elope. Fresh magazine for the final 2. Palms start to get a little sweaty here for the 2 fangs of FURIA. Kserato worse for wear. And that smoke slowed them down. It bought so much time. broky just has to catch 2 of these 1v1s. That's the fight, and it was just Kserato playing that headshot angle with 15 HP. Catches him off.
FaZe getting spanked.
Yeah, this is a spank.
They're getting absolutely bloody destroyed right now. Like, this is 2 rounds, not even consecutive. It's been gun round eco, gun round eco. Maybe there's been a few saves in between with these ecos to try and keep it somewhat tasty, but it's been one-way traffic here. Oof, just coming through. Yeah, ropz not finding that frag, so less than ideal circumstances right now for FaZe. And I mentioned Nuke coming up next. So if this is quick, if they do get bowled out of the server here, FaZe will drop towards that lower bracket, and there's some big names down there like Vitality, Fnatic. And there's the B-Stream update for you. 9, the polls continue to show their form, to show that they're not to be messed with.
They're in pole position on the B-Stream. Nice from Rain, needs another. Scoops up the AK-47, a drop on Sandwich should be traded. He's really on one today.
Okay, this is the best looking drop we've seen in a while. Good time to be turning up like this.
Good time to be a drop fan. As I'm sure every member of Twitch is, actually. Exclamation mark drop. Lovely. And it's just going to be walking this one across the line there. Garrigan just scampering to try and regain some control. ropz, quiet start for him on the defense. He is over towards that connector position, and maybe he could catch one should they jump up the stairs, but FURIA are in no hurry, and this is, you know, textbook. You know, there's 2 CTs likely partnered up, hoping to catch one isolated member, but they're all waiting until they're grouped up. There's ropz, does manage to pick one. Separate one from the pack. The sickly gazelle dropped down, but still, it's not going to translate into much more.
You know what I really like about this so far from FURIA is none of it seemed desperate, none of it seemed out of place, none of it's been Art just going for anything crazy because, and that may be because it's working, right? Yeah. The opening picks are being found. It isn't just Art who has to search for this, right? There's actually a team effort right now. Every single individual on FURIA has found an opening pick so far in this T-Hub. Right, and not all of those kills they would have been searching for. Some of them would have come their way. Fine, it doesn't matter. It's still finding an opening exchange. That's great news. Still, they've only lost 4 opening exchanges in total. One of them was right there to a Rain Deagle that they dealt with immediately. This is perfect right now. 10 rounds. 8 to the good. And this is looking like a fast B split, Alex.
One of my favorites. B stands for banana. Bit of whipped cream in there. And Art, he is getting creamy. Not so dreamy. Twistzz takes him down with ease. Body shots on that M4, and oh, ropz, this could be the difference maker for him. This is going to wake him up unless we can see he's considering it. So many players in front of him. Oh, nothing Nothing done. Some great damage. I mean, it is going to be enough to translate from the rest of the boys, but he's going to feel a bit hard done by.
Yeah, I saw his camera reaction right there. He's getting very frustrated right now. ropz, there's been a couple of moments here where he definitely should have been converting, and he knows it. And this is a round that he has to sit and hope and pray that his 4 teammates who are still alive can finish off what he started. That B split was so telegraphed because there was a window smoke and there was 2 cat smokes kind of connected. And I think, fortunately for FaZe, they went for a mid control, but it wasn't Twistzz and ropz who jumped out. It was ropz and brokey.
Right.
And then Twistzz was still playing short, because if Twistzz wasn't short there, it would have just meant 1 player on B. And maybe he doesn't get that opening kill onto Art, and maybe we have a different scenario right now. But this one starts to fall exactly into place. Smoked off, flash forward, Karrigan communicating this, and definitely should be good for 1 here, unless Drop continues his domination. 11 kills total. There it's going to be. Karrigan will finish the meal finally, and that is going to be only the 3rd CT round for FaZe. Now, they can get a bag of 5. That would mean they need to get these next 2 consecutive to make it a string of 3. And that's possible. There's still money, of course, for FURIA to continue to buy out, and maybe buy out for the rest of the half. This was that opening kill. Bang. And that was the potency of the B-split removed. And ropz, yep. There it is. He's asking himself, what have I got to do?
Yeah, well, I mean, when you say it, like, he knows he could have had that, should have had that. He knows better than all of us what he's capable of. And just right now, it just feels like he's, At
least he didn't jump this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but that's the thing.
It's true.
And it all adds up.
It does.
It doesn't get wiped away because the round ended.
Right, it's not like the round's over and his brain just goes, zoop, deleted.
Oh, here we go.
Didn't happen.
Now, that's what lepz imagines from all Counter-Strike players.
Yeah.
That is because Tommy is a Finnish robot.
Yeah, why is not everyone has world perception is exactly like mine.
And everyone gets to play 2 halves of Counter-Strike, so it's just the same, right?
Oh, let's not go there. Well, brokey, he did have his opportunity with a little bit of a gap on that smoke.
Was that an opportunity?
It was an opportunity. 1 shot, 1 opportunity.
Drop's definitely feeling himself here with how he's approaching some of these exchanges.
He wants to seize everything he ever wanted.
Yeah, well, Mum's Spaghetti was pretty good, I heard.
Trying to capture it. Or will FaZe let it slip?
Art slipped in towards window here. It's currently not being tended. And he has some wiggle room as Karrigan has been dispatched to deal with that. brokey's AWP has been redeployed over towards B to bolster Twistzz defenses. And they might even want to start maneuvering for something slightly more aggressive. But Karrigan's about to get slapped in the face, I think.
Certainly does seem like the most likely outcome. And you can see by establishing Art here, now maneuvering back towards A. Admittedly, there's the potential for a disruptive CT to have pushed forward. You can see ropz has not. He's playing that forward position on Tetris. But yeah, this is going to be 3 prongs, or rather 2. Drop and Art likely coming in from that connected position. ropz trying to reposition himself, call for aid. Karrigan in support of them, and that's the timing.
Always was going to happen.
Perfect. Art's been waiting for this opportunity, and now with his looking away, boom, jungle clear. Oh no, safe. Oh, safe. He's got the bomb. ropz is making a play. ropz is making the play for FaZe as he's holding with the AWP, ready for the punish. Whoa. Snaps into drop, ready for a no-scope. Go on, my son. He lets it go. Perhaps that bomb can go down. 14 seconds though. They just need to hit this one, and it's curtains. yuurih gets across. Bomb does too. Defend him with everything you've got. The nade sucks, but the bomb is down. They've got no health, no hope, just need headshots. It's so close to brilliant as we do lock it down.
High octane right there, right? That's a scramble. And ropz finally gets himself something. He should be feeling great about that. A very good play to have been made from the connector player, this time over towards that A ramp. So good stuff from him. Definitely no smile on the face because FaZe are still down in the dumps here. But that bomb goes down, and we should see this buy coming through. ropz thrust forward. The flash is perfect. The fight is great. The jump over the scope, even better. The fact he grabs one on the AWP was good stuff. It's still got dicey, right? The fact they get across that nade really softened things up. It just meant that brokey and Twistzz could pepper them from either side, handling that with ease. And now we turn to round number 15. FURIA, it's been a great half. How about you make it even better?
Maybe some pace towards this one. brokey Molotov'd out. Does have to extinguish that. Loses a great deal of his HP. And ropz actually does find success onto Art. It was dropped with him. Finds the trade, 4 on 4, and already lots of pace into this. They're out Tetris. Yeah, Range was not prepared for that one. The AWP already posted, but so many bodies behind him.
brokey's here.
It's going to have to be Brokey, but peeking into safe.
Bloody hell.
That looks so easy. The placement. Bullet straight to the head. It was just a headshot angle as well. And ropz calling B clear. CSGO to evacuate. And this frag onto Karrigan. Yeah, now they'll go a little bit looking a little bit quicker. ropz has that rotate held. This is going to be an interesting duel. You overlook it, don't you?
Of course. And the problem is right now the rotation back, because nobody's going to jump out of... Oh, I thought ropz was about to push. Chill, and that's perfect. If there was the potential to jump out and go underpass, they could cut CSGO off. But right now, there's no option for that. Twistzz flubs the jump, and it wouldn't have mattered. But pushing through the smoke, Brokey tried to make a play. The bomb goes down. This is all on the Canadian.
What an incredible T-half FURIA are having here. This is their pick, and they're really making it look like it. An 11 T-round haul. Unless Twistzz can voice any further concerns, he's having a look. Got a good likelihood that ropz going to be on this close right side. Oh, spots CSGO and ropz. Now in the 1v2! Twistzz locks it in for FaZe. A little bit of damage control to close that first half. Okay, 5 in the bank for FaZe. And we'll take a quick one to see if they've got any more as we swap sides. Fast and Furious 10 on the T side. A good start for the Brazilians. We're running out of them at this point in time. MIBR, Imperial, all absent after day 2 of IEM Rio 2023. I have Machine, I've got Chatty B with me, and we've got FaZe Clan looking to battle on. It was a recovered half, I would argue. Perhaps not a dreamy one by any stretch of the imagination, but it was a run of 3 at the end there from FaZe that gives them 5 to work with. As we get into that pistol round, FaZe now takes that T side. The odds tight between the two of them.
Okay, well, fast towards middle here with 3. Art's already played over towards balcony position. He's had an early exchange here. yuurih can't connect the dots on a kill. We'll have to drop down, but CSGO can.
Good find. Very nice start for FURIA. Trying to come into this A side. They're going to have to clear CSGO out, and now he's been found out. Rain versus CSGO. Art will provide as well from Dark. Brokey, next victim, can't finish with the bullets, and it's still...
Safe's already flanking.
all locked in. Everything's hunky-dory in FURIA Town.
I can hear that one without the headset. I can hear that one all the way
around
from the tournament
arena.
floor, yeah. Gary really trying to lift the energy here today. I swear, Art must call what he wanted to do on the pistol from spawn, right? And the reason I say that, like a lot of teams will have predetermined pistol rounds. He had the best Palace spawn and he pushed Palace. You can't have that strategy unless you have the best spawn, and he has no way to know if he's going to have the best spawn.
Interesting. So the whole call was built around, like, hey,
At
I've
least
got
his
this
position,
one. Yeah,
right? Like of whatever the round was going to be. And maybe that, as you're alluding to, influenced the entire round. I don't know, but it's interesting to see. I just wanted to kind of keep tabs on that.
Oh, the double nade Mirage, and yeah, lovely from yuurih, $1,200. Really just going to be building themselves up a nice bank to finish this one off.
If FaZe somehow get back into this map, it will take some heroics, right? It will really take the individuals holding themselves and everybody else on the team accountable to play some really stoic Counter-Strike right now. You're on the T side of Mirage. FaZe's game plan, or their go-to game plan, is get Brokey, Twistzz, and ropz into the mid-round.
Right.
That's what Rain and Karrigan's job is to do. And it sounds like, oh, they don't do a lot for the... No, they do an awful lot for the team. If you can get these guys into 3v3s or 2v3s, that's where they're going to thrive, because that's where these individuals are just monsters.
Yeah.
But getting them there against a FURIA who are putting up a wall right now, this is going to be very hard. And look at this.
This is an art maneuver if ever I saw one.
Karrigan's about to smash.
Oh, just a touch of W too far into the smoke. He was sticking out.
Art's biggest nemesis.
Yeah, it is. And his best friend. Karrigan doesn't need too much help on the way in. He's got Brokey covering.
Trade.
Should be traded. Now FaZe have that 2-man advantage. The bomb's still at spawn, so FaZe have gone for the 5 headshot strategy.
We got them into the mid-round, but the mid-round's apparently the end round. And it's been Karrigan and Rain combined so far. So now they can, well, not even sit and wait. Take the fight. yuurih goes down, just safe right now. He knew where Karrigan was, and the two of them, the can openers, they smash it.
What did you say, Chad? What did you say? Rain and Karrigan not single-handedly, double-handed, together.
As a partnership.
As a partnership.
A duo.
A duo, you could say.
Of friendship.
Yes, of the power of it.
Dayman.
Partner of the night, man. Does Twistzz have 2 FaZe necklaces now? Like, he's got 2.
Wasn't the first one for the major?
2 chains.
Okay. Well, they missed the Windows smoke.
Oh.
How many 2 Chainz songs you know?
0. I know he says 2 chains at the start sometimes.
Is he even still a...
He's doing things.
Does he still make music?
Probably.
Is it the number 2 in Chains?
Yes, with a Z.
With a Z, of course it is.
He's been pumping out tracks since when? 2013?
Yeah, but I don't know when his last track came out.
2 Chainz is 45 years old. Wow.
He had a college basketball career.
Okay.
Things you didn't know. I don't know when... In August 2020, following his battle with Rick Ross.
Oh. What, a rap battle or like an actual battle?
Yeah, some webcast series where he had a, I guess it was a interwebs rap battle. 2 Chainz announced that his upcoming 6th album would be titled "So Help Me God." Okay. All right.
Kind of going on is like, nope, never mind.
It should be another couple. Okay, this was back in 2020. I don't know if the album has been released.
So I'm sorry, guys. I know you wanted a 2 Chainz update, and that was something we hoped to provide.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that is where it ends.
Wait, on August 3rd, 2021. 2 Chainz announced that his 7th album would be his last trap album.
Oh, so he's going to go into country or something.
Titled "Dope Don't Sell Itself."
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a philosophical album.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, is he sure?
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
that could be fact-checked.
Maybe we should. Yeah.
Let's take a poll in Twitch chat right now. All right, Crime and 2 Chainz.
Yeah, welcome to FaZe and FURIA.
Okay, well, that eco was very interesting. And now the Gunnies, as we have a 5-round spread between the two right now. Brokey mistimed the flash right there, so we'll try again. It didn't work the first time. Let's go again, shall we? Here we go, round 2.
That's better.
Yeah, it's clear.
Probably clear the first time after all of that. But still, plenty of flashbangs for them to maneuver.
Oh, we've got 1:10 left on the clock here, and look at all the utility left over for FaZe here. So right now they'll need to use some of these nades to garner this mid controller. Well-placed molly there from Twistzz to make sure there's no eyes peering down towards mid. A window smoke as well in play. And the bomb starting to maneuver back on karrigan towards the A bomb site. So an A split impending, imminent here.
Okay, so Safe has fired off the warning shot onto Rain as he maneuvers through that smoke. You got Brokey and Rain to pincer in. ropz and karrigan from the Palace. Oh, barrel spotted. They know what's coming. It's all about the shots, and yuurih saved, taking it in turns, one by one. FaZe toppled over. karrigan exposed, flashed on the bout. Does have to do something. Molly's not sufficient to cage the beast, as they do still hit the shots, and it puts Twistzz down to drop. Oh, wow. First found with low HP. Twistzz, yeah, he's heating up onto a little bit more. An AK recovered for Art, so that one-shot headshot available for 2 of them now. K-Serato and Art equipped with that. Going to be tossing those over.
Oh, a few financial woes here, just especially for ropz. He will need to get a drop here going into round number 21. So FURIA with that round, a very handy round indeed, has started to already whittle down FaZe's finances from their 2-round spree. This is looking great for the Brazilians. Loving the counter-strike we're seeing today.
It's really promising, especially if they could just hold on to this. You know, I talked about 6 rounds in. It's like, can you keep hold of all of these individuals delivering? Like, look at the scoreboard. You know, Art, sure, he's the in-game leader, but you want 4. All 4 of them without 3 frags separating top from bottom. yuurih, K-Serato, Safe and Drop, all pulling their weight.
Kind of staying on a bit of an art cam right now. I'd like to see what hijinks this lad's up to, so I'll keep the tabs as Rush has just shown you his position here up and on the balcony. Be a bit of an X factor over towards A right now. Smokes are starting to be deployed on A.
Who's covering K? Serato's got this. Yeah, ready and waiting for karrigan, but now with the boost, that doesn't kind of give them extra information as to what their intentions may have been.
karrigan had a lot of space there and was hoping to find a gap off of that A execute, but it didn't pull the rotation he was hoping. K-Serato cheated back over. He had that covered, and now, now they've lost another. That sinking feeling for FaZe now. FURIA looking hot.
Mirage. Many a Mirage for FaZe. Some more memorable than others. This one's probably going to be one they want to forget. ropz to set Rain up for a look. Art spotted out, hiding and squatting, staring at the floorboards. Rain will go wide, brave enough. Safe to fill the void, but he's already through to sandwich.
Dead.
And yuurih's got him.
He's trying to do too much.
One more. Get anything more. Wow, well done.
They thought he killed him.
Yeah, ropz does go down long range to the USP, and it's 2. And Gary absolutely could not be happier about that one. Very, very happy boy.
I think if they get the win, we need to have an interview with Gary and ask him if Tom Selleck has influenced his mustache choices at all. Because him versus Tom Selleck, I'm sure there could be an argument. They're both very powerful stashes. Gary has some great facial hair. Yeah. I'll say that as a man who has facial hair himself. It's pretty
real,
gnarly.
recognize real.
Yeah, I respect it.
Real, recognize real.
This is a great team effort. yuurih, 18, 17 for safe, 17 for drop. K-Serato, not top of the pops. Only with 15. And Art, he's got 11. He hasn't needed to do an awful lot. This is a really good-looking FURIA here on Mirage.
And do you know what this gets me really excited for is map 2. Nuke. You know, we've seen FaZe always on top of it and always comfortable to pick it. But FURIA's Nuke has been getting additional layers added to it. It's been looking more and more promising.
The smoke walls still aren't great.
No.
But they now know outside exists.
They do. They do. And if Drop can maintain this form he had on the T side on Mirage, he's going to be a bit of a difference maker.
This is 15 all but secured here. Just 2 more kills to find. It is just ropz and Twistzz, both over towards mid, and now it's just the one. Twistzz in the window. It has been removed. K-Serato will grab himself a pair of frags. And just one more round to, well, throw FaZe into the mud. This could be a single-digit drubbing right now handed out for the Brazilians here, and this is going to be shell-shocking for FaZe, a wake-up call necessary if they want any chance in this series. Now remember, this isn't elimination, it's just qualification for the next stage of play. The crowd awaits, kicking off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for IEM Rio of 2023. And remember, the lower bracket in this group, it's quite feisty. Vitality and Fnatic are already down there, and the loser of Cloud9 and OG will also be in that bucket. So it's going to be brutal. What's the last-ditch attempt looking like right here? Window smoke lands. He's slowly deployed. R wants to slow the crawl from Twistzz in the underpass. He's going to make a move and save. He has been tagged on down. He's in a bit of trouble. Has the help of drop available. Karrigan running in, hightailing it. Wants to find this opener.
He's desperate for it. I mean, he's happy to lay his life on the line if he could have got that up away, but they actually managed to get away. Concedes ladder room, rejigging the setup. Bomb and
space he has.
I mean, he's been moving at the right pace. I don't know if safe. Oh,
didn't consider it at all.
Oh my God, Karrigan, that is quite the entry. All the way into the B site. Now they're confused. Finally, he spots him and finishes him off with
There's a huge gap. Karrigan's done his job here. The team needs to be able to capitalize on top of this. Karrigan's made the space. He's forced the rotation. FaZe need to convert this round.
This has to be theirs. Kaserata drops a smoke he can play around. Very vogue right now for the CTs to throw that. And you know the Ts are likely going to wait that one out. Rain catches Art in rotation. And this is where they do just need to kind of choke out the remaining three. 35, Twistzz across, bomb on back of Brokey. Still stairs side for now. But you see how much time they've respected that Kaserata smoke. Now the bomb will be going in. Covered nicely. Still rain through mid.
Nice
yuurih was being watched. It was ropz aware, and this is the FaZe finish you were hoping to see. After all of that space and absolute pace taken from Karrigan into B, catching drop the B defender as your opening. Through mid, very nice find. And it was a product of forcing safe out as well.
Well, it's because we got baited with that first gun round where Karrigan and Rain just killed everybody, right? Yes. But really, the way that they approach this is just trying to make some space. In some of these scenarios, Karrigan has looked a little bit desperate or maybe a little bit ahead of the play. This time around, it worked, right? You're not always going to stick the landing because he's taking risks in a similar fashion as to how Art would, right? And we sometimes look at what Art does and we're like, oh, what the hell's going on? The same thing can be said for a lot of in-game leaders. Nafany gets that critique, right? I don't think HooXi is as desperate for openings as maybe some of those other names that I've just spoken about.
That's because he has players on his team that are desperate in the sense that, like, you know, Nico, you can't put a leash on him if he says
Monacy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? That kid is bouncing off the walls. You don't want to give him any red cordial in the morning, right?
No, so, he is a rubber bouncy ball for sure.
I love his energy. Not here, however, in IEM Rio. Teams like Liquid and G2 opting not to attend. And, hey, that's their prerogative, right? If they don't want to be here, they don't want to be in contention. That's all good. In the hood, there's the chance if you win this event to lock yourself in for IEM Cologne later in the year. You get some more world ranking points for ESL to help you qualify for other events. There's the Intel Grand Slam Season 5.
Bruh, I realized, I mean, with making the playoffs, that would be such a sick way for them to secure Cologne.
Right.
Holy.
Because it's very difficult for Big to make it, but at the moment they're not. I don't think they're high enough in the world rankings
They wouldn't
right
get
now.
an invite like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and it's quote unquote their home event.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a storyline.
Right.
I'm putting in my pocket for later.
That's the thing, right? I know everyone is like, boohoo, CSGO's ending, but Counter-Strike doesn't end.
Counter-Strike, if anything, is just getting going.
Exactly.
Baby.
And so's Drop, apparently. Another really good opening from Drop. I called him out early in this game, saying he doesn't necessarily have the most impact, and if they want to win, he has to, and he's been delivering. You got to acknowledge it.
Whoa, wow, nice timing, and actually finds the healthiest member of the two in front of him. Nice from safe. Takes down Twistzz on that slither gap, advancing towards the B position. This beat hit from Rain and Brokey on their way through.
This is limp.
That's a nice hold as well. He should have had a chance to take another pot shot. Brokey good for one. Kaserata still in the sight, now been spotted out, rotate through. Good from Kaserata again. Brokey though in the clutch, not speed. Counted out, and only with one bullet left, sure. But he doesn't have any idea where Drop could be coming from. Expected him on the site, and Drop's not slowing down. Waiting for that sound cue. He knows the bomb was on B, as was Brokey. Opts for an 8K instead of the AWP. Drop investigating slightly. 28 and counting. A battle of wits between the two. But if he calls this clear, he's going to have to maybe start, addressing the apartments as a potential. And his plant position might dictate his success. Drop's looking. Oh my god. Can Drop clutch and close? This would be perfect for FURIA. He's having a great game. Brokey has no idea, absolutely no idea. Now Drop just needs to finish the job. Secure the map, that's a big one for Drop. A confidence booster. Absolute brilliant performance. He's at the top of the table, 20 frags, the same as yuurih. And FaZe with a 16-8 slap across the face. They are gonna have to shake that off in preparation for Nuke.